Okay, I switched it over. It should be us on the screen now.
Yeah, so there's something going on. Oh, we're on.
Okay.
Nice.
Hello, everyone.
Nice.
Uh, Sorry about that. This is the first night of me at the helm, so uh, still trying to figure some of this stuff out with Ken gone. Uh, Welcome to
Oh, we're on.
DreadLore.
DreadLore.
Tonight, DreadLore is a new ttrpg that rewards immersive roleplay. Tonight, though,
New-ish. New-ish.
newish, yeah. Tonight, though, is something different. Tonight, you're in my hands as you go into Dr. Drizz's death escape. Ooh. uh, yeah, I'm the Drizzle. I'm going to be the arbiter tonight. We have Andrea
They
with
kicked
us.
me out. They kicked me out.
We have Bill. He's actually playing. Jazzy Cabbage and Max. And Hulker will be here in a few minutes. We like to thank the music. Tonight you won't hear a lot of it because it's me running it, but during the break you will. It's all lowercase letters and Mr. Interrupt. We like to thank our Patreon people. Nostalgic, Natalia Cline, Tim Roberts, and Daniel Hulker. We'd like to thank Couchfire Media
Couchfire.
for the usual media stuff and for showing me how to try and run this. The more I get used to it, the better I may get. And then we'd also like to thank Replay Productions for whatever they do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What are you doing here? No one really knows
Yeah.
who they are or what they were doing.
So you guys are going to have to bear with me because this is my first time ever running a game. So I've not really done this before, and we'll see how this goes.
Heck yeah.
So this game is a little bit different since it is a one-off, and it is set around an escape room setting. So all the characters everyone created were just normal people. So like there's no weapons. This is not a combat-heavy game.
No weapons. I guess I'll take away the flamethrower. Hold on.
Yeah. I said there's no weapons yet. So I'm going to let them introduce their characters, and we're actually going to finish off if anybody has any character problems or questions. We'll finish it off because right now, while we're waiting on Hulker to get here, everybody was supposed to create like tier 1 level characters, and they could play themselves if they wanted to. So let's go ahead and introduce characters. And since I know one of them, I'm going to go ahead and let you start, Andrea.
Okay. Hello, I am Andrea Elliott-Johnson, and I'm playing myself. Because, really, for me, that's kind of the perfect thing, since, I know lots of really random shit, so I don't have to make up excuses for why I know random shit this time. I can just know it, and it's okay, because I'm playing myself.
I'm glad I'm not running right
now. Bill, go ahead.
I'm playing Butthole McGee.
I probably should be writing these.
Which is myself. How many backgrounds did we get? Because I'm not making my character as we speak.
Isn't it 2 in tier 1?
That's how many ever the arbiter
we'll
you
say 2.
Decide.
Two backgrounds, yep. Because normally it's 3, so we'll say 2.
Okay, well, my first background is church. Ergo, the Dark Ages. My second is loser. Yeah.
Butthole McGee.
Butthole McGee. You can call me McGee if you want. Or butt or hole. Butthole.
Keep my butthole.
Jazzy.
Boba Fett, whichever one you want.
So I am also not making up a character as we speak. So I'm Jazzy Cabbage. First name Jazzy, last name Cabbage. I'm just here for a good time and not a long time, baby.
Max.
I am playing myself as a computer nerd who was forced to be here. Doesn't like social interaction all that much.
And I go home is their motto.
So, did you come with Jazzy Cabbage?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Question real quick. What's our focus for this game?
Probably not dying, I would say.
Well, no.
Is that for your health?
It's like usually it's always burning, but you said we're sort of playing normal people, so should it be? I think it was like withering. Was it? Is that? What...
No, it'd be whatever Drizzle wants, but usually burning is what it is. It means you're the main character.
I don't
Yeah.
have main character hair anymore, so.
That will work as your focus.
Yeah. Basically, if
Okay.
we're NPCs, then something not burning.
Okay. Anybody have any questions while we're waiting?
Oh, is that everybody? Oh, we need Hulker in here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's this one for me.
Yes, that is for you.
I don't know. I'm so different
Right.
tonight.
So two backgrounds. What's everybody's backgrounds?
Farm kid and crafter.
Oh, and everybody should have at least one flaw if you don't have any flaws.
No, Butthole McGee has no flaws.
Yeah.
I
Except for vindictive parents. To name him Butthole
Right?
McGee.
Hey, listen, Butthole's a good Christian name.
My flaw is indecisive.
No, you're not like that. So I've changed my backgrounds. I'm evangelist and vagabond. That's gonna be
Yeah.
it. What's we should go. Has everybody done the
Oh, I put
backgrounds?
it back on the bookcase.
Jazzy
That is,
and Max, what are your backgrounds?
We're working on that currently.
Oh,
We
okay.
have misplaced our core book.
Oh, but backgrounds you can.
Yeah. It
the,
could be
the core
anything.
book is returned.
Yeah, backgrounds
Which
can
is
be
back on the
anything.
bookshelf where it belongs.
Yeah, your backgrounds can be anything.
It's just the
Oh, okay.
history of your character. Like,
Yeah, a chronological history.
Yeah.
I put my headphones somewhere.
So my motto is somebody else's problem.
What are your backgrounds?
My background is habitually late
Mm.
and happy to be here.
So you're playing yourself,
All right.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so I would say your first background. I don't know. I haven't known you for a long time, but maybe like filmmaker or something, or no, maybe military. And then the second would be filmmaker, something like that.
No.
So it's sort of your seminal chapters of your life, and you distill that into two because we have two backgrounds. Normally, we're not making ourselves.
This is true.
Yeah.
But this is a perfect, like an escape room horror thing is the perfect one to do that on.
Shit, I
Yeah,
guess.
no, it's perfect.
So I said one of my backgrounds was Tumblr because Tumblr has taught me a lot of things. Tumblr taught me how sex worked. Fun fact. That is very true. I guess the other one would have to be behavior.
You make it do the rights. Why did it? What?
You have to turn it on. You gotta, okay, look. You gotta,
All right,
push the top. Push the top.
So,
Ah.
what flaw are you guys gonna pick for yourselves? Remember, flaws are just character traits.
Wait, excited.
That's a good one, honestly.
No, because since I have POTS, when I have anxiety, it increases my POTS symptoms, and anxiety can literally make me sick. It fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Did you
that's a flaw.
magic?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with apathy.
Yeah. So just to get granular, I don't know how granular you want to get, Drizzle, but based off your 2 backgrounds, your first background, you gain 2 gifts. So just call them 2 traits that have to do with that background. So on mine, I have Evangelist as my first background, and I got Philosophy and Tongues because I can't help myself. So, like, for you all, what are the first 2 traits you would have based on that first background? You can decide that. Your second background, you get 1 trait. So total, you have 3 based off your backgrounds. Think on it. You don't have to pick it right now.
You can
Just
make
know that you have it.
bigger.
Oh, that would. I wish I would have known that. Because
Yeah, that's one of the things in DreadLore is you just get a skeleton of your character, and then as we play, you can fill in the traits because you're playing the character you want to play. Once you've filled that in, then that's who you are. You've used it. That's the character you are playing. Ergo, you're playing the character you want to play because you are playing it.
Dun, dun.
I know. Right. So you get 5 free character traits. So make sure you have those sort of marked, and you can spontaneously make those. Has anyone done their abilities?
I have a ability right now. Or no, is that a trait or an ability? I forget. It's been so long since I've done this because we made Cherokee Sue like a year ago
Yep.
at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
So-
back when we lived at the Rocket Club.
So abilities are pretty straightforward. Essentially, they're upgraded traits. So think of things that you can do that most other people don't get out of the box, right? They're usually things that you're either talented at or you've literally trained for. And they could be anything.
Sure.
And what you're going to do is, Drizzle, are you cool doing it real quick?
Yeah, no. Oh, what do you mean?
So, as in, like, we can do it by the book or we can do it the quick version.
Quick version's fine.
Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to pick 5 abilities. And then you get 6 choices to put in those 5. Okay? So 6 ranks. The idea is any one ability can have a maximum of 2. What that means is this. Let's say your first one is, let's say you can shoot guns for some reason. Boom. You can put like gunslinger or something, or whatever you want to call it. You pick 5 of these things. These are 5 things you've trained for that you can do. All right?
Okay.
Now,
So these are traits or abilities that we're talking about right now.
these are abilities.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah. These are abilities. The idea is just pick 5. Get those down first. Okay? Or just make sure that you have them marked so that you could spontaneously create them. All right? So think of at least 1 or 2.
Wait, is this traits or abilities? I'm a little
Abilities.
confused. Okay.
And like, so a trait would trigger an ability. Is that the?
You're going beyond what I'm doing. I was literally thinking of this on my way over here when I was coming home, because in doing these cons that are coming up, and doing like really fast games, I was thinking how to explain better character creation, and I realized the issue is questions. Like, nobody wants to just follow step 1, step 2, step 3. Everyone's thinking about, well, what if? Just do the thing. Got 5 spots? Just put it down. Now, Andrea, I know you got a question because you probably looked at the book. We're doing the quick version. You've
No, I'm
likely
just
done.
trying to. I'm conceptualizing what I want to do.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the hardest part is you have to be so creative, and decide all of these things. That's really the thing that takes the longest.
Yeah, and with this being a one-off, You don't have to put a lot of thought into it. You don't have to have all 5 abilities.
Not fair.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's
What we can
again.
do is the quick version. You pick 3. Just pick 3. All right, so pick something that's physical. What can you do that's physical that other people can't do? That's something very simple. You already know it. What is it? Do it. Write that down. 1 word. Okay? Or a couple words. For example, gymnastics. Andrea, you can do gymnastics. Everybody fucking knows this. Or whatever it is. Call it gunslinging if you can. Sharpshooter, whatever. Something physical that you can do. Second ability, something mental or something knowledge-based that you can do.
Oh, no, it's something. Okay, we're talking about how to. I'm trying to. Can you do a quick put your piece in so that you can do a quick.
Yeah.
Maximus, like that last little bit. Can you do like
Yeah,
a quick synopsis
I'll
so
repeat
that
it.
we can?
I'll repeat it. It's cool. All right, so
You mean this, hold on.
we're gonna pick 3 abilities. These don't have to sum up your existence in your life. Imagine you're playing a character who happens to be you.
Yeah.
You're playing a caricature of yourself. It's not you. All right. One of these abilities is mental, one is physical, and one is just a skill that you have acquired. Okay? So, what is something physical that you can do that other people don't get out of the box? Okay? So, for example, if you were in the military, you got a bunch of fucking physical skills. If you're in gymnastics or you whatever, you've got a bunch of fucking physical skills. If you can craft shit, physical shit. Right? For me, we're going to say runs fast because I don't fight. That Exodus. It's going to be called Exodus. That is my ability. All right. Mental. I'm going to put programming because I can program. So something, you learned in school, whatever it is you want to do. The other one is a skill set. So this is a utilitarian type thing. It just expands on something else you can do. I'm going to say, for me, it's acting because I'm an actor. So the idea is they're general enough to be able to be used in a lot of different ways. For example, acting, I could use for lying, right? I could use as a face man type thing or to get by with something or some sort of diplomacy. I could probably use.
I already know I'm going to put behavior modification as one of my abilities.
Yeah. So pick 3. Something mental, something that's just a skill you've acquired, and something physical. And the idea is all of these abilities, you're going to have a +2 to them. So they have all the upgrades that they can have. So for me, I've got Exodus as +2, programming at +2, and acting at +2. And these are my abilities. And what that means is when Drizzle asks me, when he says, hey, the action's on me, and he's like, what do you want to do? And there's a fucking demon dog that's attacking me. I'm going to say, I'm going to run away. I'm going to bid some character trait. Let's say it's one of my character traits is Appalachian. So I'm going to bid Appalachians to get the fuck out of Dodge from this dog, from Cujo. Okay? Just a second, Holger.
Not a bad idea.
Right? So I do that. Well, he's like, okay, you got to throw down. At that point, I could say, okay, I'm going to throw down my dice, my action die, and my aspect die. But I'm also going to bid Evangelist to activate Exodus, which is an ability. And I have a +2 to that, so I get a +2 successes.
Hey, dude.
Hi, Holger.
What's up?
Who are you playing?
I am playing
Same
Elijah
self.
Boren.
What is it?
Elijah Boren. A mechanic.
You and I are the only ones playing not ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Except I kind of am playing myself.
And you
What are
have-
your backgrounds? Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say you've got everything. You got all your stuff set up, Poker.
For the most part, yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Will, with what you were asking.
What are your backgrounds? You have 2 of them.
Backgrounds.
Yep.
My background is a mechanic shop and juvenile detention.
Okay. Off your backgrounds, the first one, you get 2 gifts. The second one, you get 1 gift. So basically, 2 traits based off of it, 1 trait based off of it. You do not have to choose it right now. Just make a little mark. And that way, spontaneously in the game, you can pick them. What's your flaw?
Flaw. My flaw is I kind of need the herbal remedy.
Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
The one.
Oh, the one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The one that's legal where I am.
Yeah, for back
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Drizzle.
Legal where we
Oh,
are.
oh, from the very place.
It's on you, Drizzle.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. So we're going to get started. Will everybody roll me a D12 and tell me what your numbers are?
I got a 9.
I got an 8.
Also
I got
an
an
8.
8.
Oh
I got
shit.
an 8.
Got 3 8s. One more. Or well, I was gonna say Yahtzee, but
What did you get?
Which one is the 12 on here? Oh, I see.
it's a
7.
big clunky one.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you all have gotten these invitations to come experience, to play test Dr. Drizz's Death Escape. It is a new escape room that is supposed to be opening up. On the email, you had this little link and you had to go in and fill out some just basic questions like a waiver when you go to axe throwing or an escape room, and it had stuff like who's your emergency contact, that sort of stuff. You were allowed to bring a +1 if you did, and it looks like only Jazzy and Max did. So you are strolling up, Butthole McGee, Jazzy, Max, and Elijah. The 4 of you start strolling up. You get to the address. You get out. You see this grand, old Victorian mansion. It's big and giant. It looks dilapidated. You would not think that this would be a place that a escape room starts, or that an escape room would be opening up at.
Max, you brought me to do white people shit again, haven't you?
No. You were supposed. I was supposed to be your +1.
Either way,
That
it doesn't
would be
matter. Whoever wants to
Oh
be
no, neither one of us supposed to be there. Character sheet, bitch. it says Max. It's a behavior nerd who does not want to be here.
the
I didn't apparently read. Apologies.
As you walk up, the gates, the wrought iron gates in front of the mansion, start to open. You venture up to the steps, and there's the door. As you get closer, you may realize that the building itself isn't actually as old as it looks. The action's on you except for Andrea right now.
So we're all there.
Except for
It's the
Andrea.
4 of us.
What the hell? I should have just. I got this invitation in this email, and what's the deal with the house?
Dude. I was forced to come here. I know literally less than you.
First of all, not against your will. Let's relax. It makes it sound like I kidnapped you. I got the same creepy invitation that that guy did. I was just like, hey, do you want to go? And you're like, do I want to go anywhere? Well, just get in, and he did. So it's like, what? How am I supposed to read that scenario?
I turned down a cult to come here.
I'm sorry, what?
I turned down a cult to come here.
You turned down a.
Was there Kool-Aid?
We'll address that later. What?
No, it was a
So
free personality test.
Should we just enter?
What is your name? Do we know each other? I'm so confused.
You do not know each.
No.
Only you and Jazzy know each other. I mean, you and.
I was in character asking those two if we know each other.
Sorry.
No, we got the same. Well, you and I got the same invitation.
Yes, but it's okay.
That'd be fun.
Anyways, I am Jazzy Cat.
I'm Max.
I'm Elijah. All right.
As I ingest lots of cocaine. I'm butthole.
All right, Butthole, can you share some of that dog, or are we just gonna be stingy?
I take it and I shove it in your face.
I go.
I reach for the doorknob. Let's do this.
The door doesn't
And I'm
open.
like right on his tail.
What?
The door doesn't open.
Ha!
Right through the
Doors.
door.
My only weakness. I turn around.
There's a knocker on the door as well as a buzzer.
Do you want to get the bell and I'll get the knocker?
I chuckle as I
Shouldn't we
Ring
be
the bell.
knocking on the door? But
ding
they
ding
want.
ding 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 ding. Or is it one of those like this?
No, it's a.
But dude, I think you and I just watch.
Oh, a knocker.
Yeah.
As I'm like,
Like-
clack, clack, clack. Oh no, he does that. I hit the bell.
Yeah, we're just at the same time.
There is no answer, but you hear a rumbling from down the street. A
It's
car
cops.
rolls up and parks, and out steps Andrea.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Someone else got the invite.
Why do you think that?
Because look, there's someone else showed up.
It's coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences.
Whoa.
I mean, did somebody order a
This
pizza?
place is cool.
What brings you here?
I got the same invite that you guys did.
How do you know we
Okay.
got an invite?
Well, I mean, you're all here, and I assume that we're all here for the same reason.
Everybody
I mean,
assumes.
it's not like
here.
we stand out in front of the creepy door of a house often, with a collective of humans I don't know.
I
I
switch
guess
and look
that's
at
a
you.
fair
I
assumption.
turn and look at you. You don't?
Nope, this is a one-off.
I'm used to do that, but now I got a guy. I know him. He delivers.
I'm a sidekick. I wasn't invited.
It sounds
Said
kind of like a
plus
blind
one.
dating service.
As you guys
So-
are talking, you notice that the knocker on the door proceeds to knock itself.
Well, at least I don't have to do it anymore. I'm just gonna pull my
knock,
hand away.
knock, knock. You see the door handle twist and the door creaks open, but there is nobody there.
Can I use hypervigilant to kind of like scope this room out when we walk in?
I
Yeah.
super don't think we should go in there, but I super know we're gonna anyway. So
So I guess I'm just gonna like stick my nose in the door.
Okay. Well, so let's get a roll in here.
Okay.
Roll me
grumpy socks.
your aspect and your oh wait, no, you're bidding hypervigilant, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. In bidding, sorry, I forgot the bidding part. In bidding hypervigilant, you look into the room. You notice it is a grand foyer. To the right, you see 2 doors. You see this big staircase that goes upstairs to like a big door at the top of the stairs, and along the balcony goes above the 2 doors. It goes up and wraps around back to the front of the house. On the left side, you see an open doorway and then another closed door. You can hear, being hypervigilant, you can hear some noise going on through the open doorway on the left.
Okay.
I guess some people got here before us.
So I'll actually pop around on the other side of the door, mumbling to myself, I wonder if they use electromagnet. What? And I'll look on the other side of the door to see if there's like any kind of machinery or anything.
Y'all should slow down. I heard creepy sounds in the doors that are on the left. Are we inside the door at this point, or is it just me
I
and
would imagine.
Andrea kind of like pulling?
I'm in the
pushing through
bushes.
Andrea went in
You're
to
in the
look at the
bushes?
door. You've got your head in. I don't know about the other 3.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Andrea, do
I
you
have
bid or
walked
throw
in.
down?
I'll throw down. Why not? Let's
Okay. So that'll be your aspect die plus whatever aspect you're using.
I'll use wits. I feel like that's probably the most applicable here.
You can
So that's ooh, I got that's 4 successes.
so as you're looking at the door at the top, you would notice, yes, there is a little magnetic plate in the top of the door. You also could look back and tell that if you examine the wall and the door, there's a mechanism there that will actually pull it open, kind of like what you would use at the back of doors to keep them shut and stuff that you see at supermarkets and stuff. But this is more
Yeah.
hidden and it's disguised, so you wouldn't notice it unless you actually paid attention to it.
Oh, that's so cool.
As you hear coming from the left foyer through the open doorway, you hear this voice. Oh, I guess the guests have arrived. Come in here, dearies. Come on in here.
Whoa, so this wasn't a prank. I guess
Did
we
they
were
just say
invited.
dearies?
All right, I guess we're doing it.
I'll start heading that way.
Oh, oops. I was talking and forgot to. There we go. So as you head in, who all is everyone going following?
Yeah.
I'm gonna bid my
Yes.
flaw, or one of my flaws, judgy,
Uh-huh.
to find some kind of rock that I can conceal.
Okay.
Because I don't trust anyone who calls me dearie. Right?
I was
like, I'm
thinking
in the
that
bush.
same thing, dog. I was like, you're too nice. Something's off.
As assuming that I can find something I can brain, something the size of a cue ball that I
Yeah.
can brain someone with.
Yeah.
Whatever I
You-
need to do to brain Granny, because I don't trust the situation.
Or
Are you
actually,
talking about that game, Granny? I used to play.
you're looking around and there's some stones on the porch. Not just regular rocks. These are like actual, like used for decoration stones. So it's not the size of a baseball, but probably like if you were to close your hand, it would conceal the whole thing.
Okay. I pick up a decorative stone.
As you enter into the room, you see this nurse. She is a little bit better than average looking. She welcomes you in.
Hey, nurse.
Oh, dearies, come on in. I'm so glad you finally showed up. We should get this escape room and stuff underway. But first, would you guys let's all get a drink. You were the first one to come in here. What's your name?
Andrea.
Oh, hello, Andrea. It's nice to meet you. What would you like to drink?
You too. I'll just take a water for now, thanks.
Just the water? Are you sure? We have some
Yeah,
alcoholic beverages under here if you would like some.
Oh, I'll take some.
I'm good, but I appreciate the offer.
Okay, and so she gets down and makes the water and hands it to you. Oh, and sir, what was your name?
Elijah,
Elijah. What would you like to drink?
alcohol.
But what kind? We've got some bourbon, we got some vodka. Uh, there may be some gin in here, but I don't like the stuff. So
Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
the gin.
Yeah,
Do you want to mix it or just straight up
I'll mix it up.
with?
Huh?
Okay, then that's what we'll have. We've got some gin, and I think there's some tonic down here. We'll use some of that. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Who's next?
I look at Jazzy and Max and kind of
I-
like hit motion with my head.
I guess I am. I don't know, man. This whole thing is weird.
And what is your name?
I'm Jazzy Cabbage.
Oh, nice to meet you. What would you like to drink?
No, thank you.
Oh no, you've got to have a drink. It's just water. Anything's fine.
That's okay. I'm okay.
And you, what is your name?
Max,
Max, would you like a drink?
I would not. I'm good.
And you, it looks like you're the last one, the only one I don't know. What is your name?
Butthole.
Butthole? Well, that's an interesting name. Is that your Christian name, or is that just what people call you?
God given.
Well, your parents must have,
Not surprised with the Appalachian thing.
they
Hey,
must not
listen.
have liked you that much.
Hey, listen. In the old tongue, back in the in the old country, it was butthole. It meant warrior. Okay?
It's,
It's
listen.
Gaelic.
I'm also an Appalachian and I can cuss you out in Gaelic.
It's
Please.
Gaelic.
It's
German.
super not. It's Gaelic
When
but
you say
German.
that, you just see me like visibly cringe.
They changed the spelling to be like butthole, but actually it's a noble name of kings.
Mm.
Do you need TP?
Butthole.
Uh,
He
So-
comes
I
at
love
you.
that for you.
Actually, maybe.
would you
There's
like
only one
something to
drink for me. Give me that bourbon.
The bourbon? You want it straight?
There's only one drink for me. Give me that bourbon.
All right, 2 fingers.
There's only one drink for me. Give me that bourbon.
Okay, here you go. So,
What kind of bourbon is this? I smell it. I'm gonna bid Appalachia to know what's in this fucking drink, Drizzle.
That's smart.
it's bourbon.
I don't know.
See what
Yeah,
you
it's
did
bourbon.
Yeah, what kind?
Oh, Evan Williams,
Keep
because
dropping
that's what you.
Oh man.
there. Did you
Are
say
you Ken? The fuck? Did you say that? Evan Williams. Really?
How
you have
fucking
something
dare
better?
you? How dare you?
Hey, for
Easy killing.
free bourbon, that's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I guess it's
Pretty
right up
good,
with-
that's not bad.
I mean,
Alright.
it's not free in terms of the hangover.
I mean, once we get the business up and going, we'll start to give more when we start charging people to do the room escapes.
Mm.
I didn't even read
Oh.
this. He holds up the invitation.
Yeah.
Is that what we're here to do? Again, I wasn't invited. I am a +1.
Oh yes.
Don't want to be
this is-
here. Don't know what we're doing.
Well, before we get started, I'm going to play a little clip from Dr. Drizz himself, and
This sounds like Saw.
he will give you. He's the creator. He will give you the ideas, and granted, all room escapes basically started from the days of Saw. This one is actually a little bit different, and we'll get into that in a minute.
And it's different in the dying, right?
I would rather not do that.
It's bad for
And
your
then-
health.
Then there's like these 3 TVs that flicker on. They look like cathode tubes, but
CRTs, yeah.
yeah, if you get up close to them and look, you realize that it's an LED screen behind like a piece of glass that makes it look like a cathode
Thing.
Gotcha.
tube. Yep. And up pops this guy. His hair is slicked back. He's got this big long mustache. He's wearing what you would look like a doctor would look like in the office, not like in surgery or anything. Covered in blood. He's gaunt looking. And he's like, "Hello, welcome to Dr. Drizz's Death Escape. This is a new type of room escape that changes things up, makes things a little
not
more
different in the death
intense.
part. Great.
Yeah, makes things a little more intense." This is pre-recording.
Just talks right over the top of you.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what we're trying to do is we're trying to give you a different experience than one you've ever had before. And hopefully when you come out of this, you will be better for having gone through it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I will hand it back over to Nurse Drizzy to give you the more details. And the screens flicker off.
Butthole
I love
turns to
this
you
for
all.
us.
What the hell are we doing in here?
Looks like.
Well, it
time
looks-
to die.
Is there a cash prize? He asked the nurse.
Oh no, there's not a cash prize. This is your playtesting this. We're planning on opening up soon, and we needed to have people come in and see if the puzzles were
Oh.
too hard or if they were too easy.
Oh.
So it's free. That's why we were giving the booze away and that sort of stuff, so that way we can get an idea.
Why did you just say that?
So you're saying that guy is a character, right?
Yes, he is Dr. Drizz. He's the owner of this escape room. He is actually watching on his CCTVs. So he's the one that in the rooms will, if you need any help, he's the one who will help you with the puzzles, that sort of stuff.
Is he
This is
watching
the
right
big off.
now?
Yes, he is. But that
Where are the
takes
cameras?
pre-recorded. We
Right.
are state of the art here. They are pretty small. They're hard to detect. Like I said, we're trying to create a whole new experience. One that kind of blurs the reality between life and death and escape rooms. Because normally when you go into escape room, they put you in a room. They're like, everyone here, have you done escape rooms before? Who has it? Let me ask that.
No.
Have not.
Yeah.
Never asked no one before.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody's
I
been to
was,
this.
It was mandatory fun at work. My boss was like, "This will absolutely fix the camaraderie issue in our office and the abuses that I bestow upon my employees. Let's go to an
Exactly.
escape room."
It's exactly
My
the same
job
thing they
is-
said to me.
My job is basically an escape room, so
No. Well, so this is different. For those of you that haven't experienced an escape room, I'm sorry. This is a little bit different, especially for your first go at an escape room. This is going to be a little bit strange. But normally in an escape room, they put you in a room, they lock it, and you have an hour to get out. Ours is a little bit different. We have 6 rooms here plus the final room. You do not have to go through all 6 rooms, but there are 5 of you, so you will have to do 5 of the 6 rooms. The difference here is for each room, we need a volunteer to be the one who's in the trap. So I know you said it was like Saw earlier. It's kind of like that, where we put one of you into a trap. The other 4 then try to get them to escape from the room before the 20 minutes on each room is up.
Huh.
Any questions?
All right, how do we decide?
That's up to you all, but each of you will have to be the person in the trap at least once before the final room is open.
All right, fuck it. I'll do the first. I'll go first.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's go out here into the main hallway. I know some people may be a little reticent, may have tried to just jump out the window here, but but we'll go out into the foyer, and so Nurse Drizzy gets up and walks.
Just out of curiosity,
That might be me. Hold on.
why?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
Why do we need a nurse? Why do we have a nurse?
I needed to update right now. Everybody's frozen.
I'm Nurse Drizzy. I am Dr. Drizz's assistant. Have you guys never heard of Dr. Drizz before?
I will bid my.
You're a horror fan. Have you ever heard of Dr. Drizzy?
I didn't hear that part. Sorry.
I'll bid. Actually, I'll bid my plug, which is this invitation, to maybe when I got the invitation, I actually did a little bit of research to know who Dr. Drizz is.
Okay, so in doing the research on Dr. Drizz, you will have found out that he is a character at a local haunted house called Wicked World. Yeah, this is what, as you research everything, you also realize that he is the main character of a book as well. So you have learned that stuff from your research. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or is that good?
Does he seem legit? Is he an actor or?
Well, he's a character at a haunted house.
Mm.
So
I'll turn and tell you guys that. Yeah, he's a character at some. You ever heard of Wicked World?
Yeah, I actually shot a
Yeah, I
concert
went
there
there
one
once.
time.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
To entertain the people in the really long lines on Crunch, you know, when they do like the winter scaries. I forget what they call that horror event, but it's like after, like near Christmas. Anyway, it was real weird.
Okay, can I bid one of my backgrounds? So this is like me myself. I'm gonna be a behavior therapist. I happen to have clients that have special interest in horror and especially local horror stuff. So they would know more about Dr. Drizzle and they would have told me.
Yeah.
So you have and unintentionally have a lot of information about Dr. Drizzle.
Like literally, I actually do have clients in the area of Wicked World who have special interest in horror, so I would know.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, you would know. But I see you guys have had, some of you know who he is. We're just trying to get this up and off the ground and running. Like I said, it's trying to be something different than what normal escape rooms offer you.
Yeah. Well, I'll be the first victim or whatever it is.
Okay. Well, like I said, there are 3 rooms down here and 3 rooms upstairs. Is there anyone in particular you want to go into? As you walk out into the foyer, like I said, in the room on the left with the open doorway, there's a room just past it that's closed, and then there's 2 on the right side. Upstairs, it's kind of the same thing. There's a room at the end of the stairs, but that's the main room. And then there are 2 rooms on the right side and 1 on the left side as well upstairs.
You all want to do upstairs or down?
Well, so are these rooms themed separately, or like?
Do the doors look different?
The doors all look the same on the outside, but Nurse Drizzy will tell you each room has its own theme, but it's kind of a surprise on which one you go into. So you just kind of have to pick blindly, and then once you go in, you'll see the room, the theme.
So up or
Go
down?
downstairs.
Let's
Hold
go
on,
down.
hold on. I
There's-
carry. Since I have a lot of problem making decisions, why don't I carry a dice around me? So why don't we just roll that since there's 6 rooms? I'm just like, you know,
Only
Yeah,
if you
that works.
pronounce room correctly.
Room.
room,
Room.
room,
From.
room,
From.
room.
I
Okay.
would. I honestly, my
Room.
vote is the main room, and then we work our way out.
I vote we go down.
I vote
Because
we
it
go
doesn't seem
down.
like we're getting out of here without doing something.
We're going down.
Well, Mr. Butthole, since you are going to be the first victim, would you prefer to do a room downstairs or upstairs?
I say we roll the die.
Okay.
Was Mr. Butthole your father?
Butthole senior.
Ah,
Senior butthole.
3.
so
3.
you're a junior butthole.
Yeah.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll count the doorway here. You've got door 1, door 2, door 3. So you're picking door 3. Mr. Butthole, if you'll come with me, I'll let you into the room first so we can get you into the trap, and then we'll let everybody else in.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Okay. So
I do another bump of cocaine.
the Nurse Drizzy opens the door, and you step in, and it's
And
dark.
die.
The door shut, or she shuts the door behind you, and after just a few minutes, she's like, "It looks like they're ready. You guys can go in now."
Cool. Let's do it. And
All
then
right.
I go in. Yeah.
I go
Okay.
in.
So
Yeah, I'm about it.
you open this room, and this is a pretty big room. You step into it. The first thing you notice is the floor. The floor is plexiglass, and you can see straight through it. There is water under the floor. It's a little murky, but you can kind of see some structures under the floor as well. The room is decked out like what you would think 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea would look like in the office, or like the captain's deck of it. You see portholes around, and if you look through the portholes, you can see water and stuff moving on the other side of them. You'll see fish and stuff swimming by occasionally. You can tell that they went all out making this room look amazing. What you like, as you're noticing all this stuff, you look across the room, and there you see Butthole. Butthole is sitting on a chair, and he's strapped down. There is a
Strap the butthole.
plexiglass box around him. There are lots of shelves and stuff in this room. You do see on the wall over in the corner a harpoon gun. You also see a marlin hanging on one wall, one of those big marlins. There is also like a little end table looking thing, and on it sits a vial. Inside the vial is a blue liquid that looks that's kind of a glow. And so
like in
So like maybe not drink it.
I'm strapped on this table. Help.
so as you go in, the door shuts, and you hear Dr. Drizz come over the speaker. Okay, welcome to the nautical room. You have 20 minutes to get was it Butthole? To get Butthole out of there before his tank fills with water.
It's Butthole. The name of the kings.
As you look around, you see in the corner of the room is actually a hole. In the left corner of the room is an actual hole in the floor. And you can see and hear the water rustling from underneath it. If you need any help, one of you could drink the vial. But that's up to you if you want to use it or not. And for you guys as players know, I'm starting a timer. So you do have 20 minutes
Hey,
in this
you all
room.
should probably. I'm gonna drown. You should probably figure this out.
As
Alright,
he
so I'm
says
gonna
that,
bid.
as he says that, water starts to slowly seep into the plexiglass to box.
All right, this sucks.
I'm gonna bid quick draw, and I'm gonna go for the harpoon and try to shoot the swordfish on the wall.
Okay.
It's a marlin.
What'd you bid?
You cut out, right? I didn't hear
Oh,
what you said.
what'd you bid?
Quick draw.
Quick draw. Okay. You'll actually have to throw down on this. So use your aspect die and your action die.
Oh,
Is this gonna be Grace or is this?
Grace is, yeah, you can use Grace to shoot.
I was just wondering if it was Wits or Grace or like what it would fall into.
Yeah. You can use Grace on it. So the threshold to shoot the harpoon gun, because it is an older looking harpoon gun, to know how to use it, it's going to be a threshold of 3.
You said 3, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
To shoot the harpoon gun at the marlin.
So have to do that, right? Sure. We still have the dice rolls from earlier.
Clear.
There it is.
There you
Okay.
go. And then what's your action dice? What's your
So
grace?
my Grace is 5. Is that also a D10? It's just times 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That means so it's.
You got 2
I got
successes.
2 successes on that one.
And then
So I don't know how to read it.
that's okay. You got a 10. Then you got a 3.
Sorry. Okay, so I got 2 successes plus my bid.
Okay. So you get the harpoon off the wall. Like I said, it is like an old antique. It's not like a new thing. So you get it loaded. You shoot the harpoon. It misses the marlin, but only by about an inch. The spear comes off and hits the wall.
Can I reload the harpoon gun? Is it like an old school one that has like the, I can shove the shaft down into the pressure chamber?
You can go get, yes, it's basically like a big slingshot, but you'll have to go get the harpoon off the wall.
Okay, so in the background, I would like to work on that while they do what they're doing.
Okay.
I just wanted to make that clear while they start going.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go over to the plexiglass box and see how it's secured.
The plexiglass box, from what you can tell, it is glued together completely. The water is seeping in from the bottom and the water below the floorboard.
Can I tell how Batol got in there?
You cannot know.
Okay.
I say, while you're loading that, reloading that, don't worry about missing again. And I take out a set of pliers, my ninja gear, and I bid car mechanic
Ooh.
to try and disconnect the marlin from the wall.
wait, is that a play on words? Is it car mechanic, as in karma
Yeah.
mechanic,
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
or is it car mechanic?
So
you're just trying to dismantle it from the wall and then making it an easy target.
Yeah.
as you reach up and you grab a hold of this fish, this blue spray shoots out of the side of the fish straight into your face.
Oh no.
Anyone who is paying attention will notice that after this happens, the blue vial disappears. you start to feel like you are drowning. Your chest starts to swell up, not swell up, but like feel like it's filling up, that your lungs are getting filled.
Shit.
Uh,
The potion.
roll,
Gone.
roll me a sanity check.
Is that for everybody?
No, just Hulker.
Oh, okay.
Three successes.
3 successes. Okay, you pass the sanity check, but you're still panicking. As you're sitting there and you feel your chest like filling up, you're getting to the point where you feel like you can't breathe. Like your mouth is open, you're trying to inhale, but you don't. And then all of a sudden, you feel these things on the side of your neck. And you start to feel air coming in. But it's coming in from these things on the side of your neck. Your hands have gotten kind of scaly, and you've grown these little claws. As you blink, your eyes open, but then they open again. And you
Fuck.
you now get a +5 to your plot armor. You get a +2 to your grace. Or not, yeah, +2. So that'll take it up a die level, correct? You now have 2 new abilities. One is called water breathing, and the other is called claws. And you have 2 traits that you can pick that have to be aquatic related or fish related.
Do we see him turn into a fish man?
Yes.
What the fuck?
So you go save Butthole, right?
Okay.
I think your problem is pretty solved now. I mean, I'm sorry for your sudden transformation, but
Shouldn't everyone make sanity checks after seeing? me
Yeah, that's
turn
what I was
into,
about to do.
Yeah.
I'm a behavior therapist. I've seen some like wild shit. I think I'm good.
Everybody
I'm
roll.
I've been bit on 10 occasions.
Everybody roll a sanity check. It is a threshold of 3, except for you, Hulker.
I'm a
Shit.
bit veteran.
I got 2 1s. I utter failure.
What do we roll for sanity check?
It is your mind and your action die.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Oh, I'm
Wow.
good.
So,
So roll me a 6, please.
Now, the only way to utter failure is to roll 1s on your action and aspect at the same time.
yeah. Now you can use a reroll, Will.
Oh, I know, but you know, I'm strapped to this thing, and I'm kind of like, ah.
Yeah. So
Okay,
then,
3 for me.
This would be an appropriate time to lose sanity. I mean, just like I used to work with people who had PTSD. You know,
This is
this wouldn't be one of those moments.
so Andrea, you got a 3, so that's the threshold. So you're at limbo. Bill, you utterly failed. So you start to panic. Like incredibly. You are in the you are strapped down, so you're thrashing against your things. You're picking you get a derangement, and then you also get a flaw. It can either be water related or restraint related, if that
I
makes
like
sense.
aquaphobia.
Yeah.
He's just afraid of water.
Yeah. Andrea,
Get me the fuck out of here, man!
Andrea, you got so since you hit limbo, you just get a flaw. It's aqua related.
So my derangement, everybody who should have picked a derangement, you don't have to put boxes in it, but you pick one of them. Mine is attention. If
Very
you want to know
accurate to you.
if you want to know what the derangements are, it's phobia, tics, personality, attention, dissociative, and psychosis. And you just pick one. And if you get to 6 boxes, then you go insane. So you keep on choosing different derangements.
Okay. Then what did you get, Max?
3.
3. Okay, so you just get a flaw and not a derangement. Jazzy?
I
3.
yeah. I
Okay.
did something and I rolled 2, so
Dice app, so I rolled for them.
Okay. So you've got everyone just gets a flaw. Hulker, you passed, so you don't have to. But now,
I got a drink.
yeah, and you got a derangement. And so you hear coming over the speaker. Well, that should help you out in this room some, but you've still only got a little over 9 minutes to free your friend. And as you notice,
Adrian!
So
I roll
start
over.
looking. I was gonna say I'm gonna look on the bookshelves for 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
okay, what are you doing, Hulker?
I will roll over and attempt to free Batol.
From what you can tell, the box around him looks to be connected to the floor.
Help me!
So, and it is all contained. You can't see a
Help
way to get him out of there. Andrea, you're looking around. Even though there are books there are none that are 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Okay. And I go, well, then I start looking for Gulliver's Travels.
It is not there either.
Hmm.
These all look like none of these books that are there are fiction. They're all like maps and navigation and that sort of stuff.
Okay. In that regard, does anything stand out to me in relation to mythical like sea creatures?
Book-wise, there is a book on sea monsters.
I'll pick that up and open it up and start reading, like, thumbing through it real quick.
Okay. You can see that there is one page that it's flagged, and it says Gillman on it. And looking over it, the drawing on the page looks a little bit like what Hulker would look like right about now. And in it, it says stuff like, can
Loves
breathe.
the butthole.
Yeah. Depicted in these movies, and like very graceful creatures, can breathe underwater for a very long time, can see underwater better than normal people.
Okay. Next, I'll start looking through the shelves for like any kind of like objects, like one thing I think of was like maybe like a globe.
A globe. There will be a globe in there, but it is glued down to the table.
What I'll do then is I'll turn it flat so that way the rotation axis is level with the the housing, and then I'll knock on it and see if it's like if I hear anything.
And nothing happens. It's just hollow like a regular globe.
Okay.
You hear coming over the speaker. I know you seem very interested, but are you guys forgetting about the hole in the ground?
The hole in the ground.
You only have about 5 minutes left.
So
Adrian, we need you to go in the hole.
I will jump into the hole.
Hold on. I am the smallest one, and I have an acrobatics background.
But can you breathe underwater like a literal guild creature we have?
Was Adrian the one that?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't care. Help my
I
butthole.
jump in and will attempt to open the box from below.
Okay. As you go into the water, it is murky down here, but you can actually see better through it. You feel your eyes blink once, but your eyelid you can still see for some reason.
Yeah, I got that extra lid.
Yeah. And so there's some coral in here, and it is a little hard to get to where he is. Give me a bid, or do you want to bid or throw down?
I will bid. So I will bid a trait that I took as a result of being turned into a reptile.
Okay.
And it's called UV vision.
Okay. You can see that underneath here, there is, as you get closer to where he is, there is like a trap door. It looks like a trap door, and it is bolted shut with like 3 bolts.
I will attempt to open it.
Okay. Give me, are you going to bid or throw down?
I am going to bid a power tool user.
How does that apply for bolts?
I guess it doesn't. I will bid
Like bolts, like you're unscrewing bolts. Is that
like
is
no,
that what you were
like
saying?
like bolts, like you would lock a door bolt.
Oh,
with, like
gotcha.
you know,
Oh,
like
Yeah, like latches.
Andrew definitely have that strength.
No, he. Adrian was also thinking like I was thinking like bolts, like you would need a power drill to undo. But he's talking about bolts as in latches, like latches.
Yeah.
Like
So like,
on a shady bathroom, like a
how about
latch.
this?
sorry, that's my bad.
No, you're good. I just was trying to clarify because I was like, hold on, we might
Alright,
be
how
able
about
to do
this?
this.
I will use the same pair of pliers I tried to dismount the Marlin from to try and open the bolt or latches or whatever they are.
Okay. But what are you bidding? The water Bill is getting towards your neck at this point.
I'm still freaking out. I hate
Can
water.
I bid it like an aid action of some kind?
Ah!
I will bid. I can bid my proficiency, right?
No,
No.
no.
No. All right. Well, I will bid. I will bid my fate, which is temperance.
Okay. Give me a throwdown. It'll be brawn and your action die. With the bid, it's only a success of 1.
Two successes, and one of them is a 10.
Okay. So you get one of your traits back. You reach up and you unlock. Explain how you unlock the bolts.
I go, and I'm able to see through. I'm able to see through the mud, and I use because reptiles actually have extra bones in their fingers, so it's instead of 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, it's 2, 5.
Stop talking about it. I'm
Or-
drowning.
3, 3, I think, and I'm able to wrap my long index finger, which now has 2 extra bones, phalanges, around the bolts, and open them up.
Okay. You get the patch open. They fall down. The water in the room does start to come down, but then you also you can get up there and get him from the chair and pull him through the water and back out the hole if you want.
Yeah, that's what I will do.
Okay.
Wait, I don't have a.
And you get him back out.
I shove him through the hole.
Once
The
you get
butthole.
him up out of the hole, the door opens.
You can't put a butthole in a hole. It's like a bag of holding in a portable hole. Ah!
The door opens and you hear, "Congratulations, you have beat the first room. Now you only have 4 more to go."
I lay on the floor, heaving and shaking, as I just got shoved underwater, and I'm afraid of it.
You did actually, you did get that done in 20 minutes, guys. So.
Noise. So, I want to treat Butthole for shock. So I'm gonna bid veteran, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna lay him on his back, prop his knees up to get and put him in the position. I don't want to
You're
elaborate.
gonna
But it's pretty,
position the butthole.
I'm gonna position the butthole in such a way that he'll relax, so that it's easy going from here on.
You're gonna relax
You know
the
what I mean?
butthole.
Gotta relax
It's
the butthole.
butthole. It's the name of kings.
You can't have stressed butthole, or at least IBS, another related issue.
Ah!
Stop it!
Oh, no.
Stop it!
Anyways,
Okay. So as everybody exits the room, the door shuts behind you, and you hear it lock.
Yippee! Yay!
Really quick, should we do fate? Has everybody their fate, or should we roll randomly for their fate?
Let's roll randomly for the fate, because I don't.
Can we roll randomly for fate?
Yes.
No.
All right, roll a d12 or any dice, but it doesn't matter, and say if it's high or low. So roll the d12 if it's well, high and low.
I got high. What'd you get?
Yep.
High.
Hi.
yeah.
Andrea,
Hi.
everybody got high? Holy shit, me too. All right, roll the d12 one more time. All right, what'd you get, Andrea?
3.
You are the high priestess.
Well, that works out because that's what I already picked. So there you go.
Holy shit. That's intuition, instinct, knowledge. Instinct and knowledge are your strongest allies. What'd you get, Max?
7.
Shevin. Shevin! You got the moon, which is
Ooh.
skepticism. Seeing the unseen. You cannot believe everything you experience.
That is very in line with who I am as a person. Who is?
What
who
about
I'm-
Jazzy?
You go back to the.
You got 11.
Oh, I got an 11.
Yeah.
You got an 11? Judgment. Which is decisiveness. The ability to reorient in the face of adversity. You can pivot.
Spicy, I like it.
Pivot. Holker.
10.
10. You got the sun, which is optimism. The dawn always follows the night, and you've nothing to hide. Andrea, I was wrong. You are not the high priestess. You are death.
Oh, that tracks too.
I just walk up.
Cycles of life. All things must pass, endings and beginnings. And then
Yeah.
mine is 5. Mine is the devil. Holding the keys, your greatest limiter and struggles is yourself.
Okay.
Are you the devil? I am the butthole.
Butthole after spicy food.
So, as you come out and everybody's maybe panicking after the first room, you look around and you notice that the open hallway into that room has now been sealed with a big metal door. And so where Nurse Drizzy first met you, you cannot go into that room anymore. And you hear over the speaker, "First one's down, 4 more to go. Which room
All
and
right.
who's the next volunteer?"
Yeah, so
Say we pick a left side door.
I did it the first time. Who's next? Go on,
Fuck
fish
it, I'll do
boy.
it. You want to rock, paper, scissors for it, Adrian?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Are you saying you'll do it, or you'll play rock, paper, scissors? I'm a little bit lost on that.
I'll be in the trap.
Oh, all right. Well, easy enough then.
And which door did you say?
I just said one of the ones on the left.
On the first floor, there's only one on the left side, and then there's one on the left side upstairs as well. So, still on the first floor.
Yeah, I thought I could be wrong here. General consensus was stay on the first floor initially, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, let's pick the one on the left side.
Okay.
The door on the first floor on the left side.
Okay, so that door opens, and Elijah can walk into it real quick, and it shuts behind him. After a few minutes, the door opens just a creak. Action on you guys.
Yeah, I'll go in. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm right behind it. It's like it's
So
I go,
you
yay team, and I go into.
you open up the room, and this room looks like a giant laboratory. There's electric sparking everywhere. You see like 2 or 3 Jacob's ladders. Across the way, you see Gillman Elijah on a bed, strapped down. He's got this big metal rod pointed at him. And you see the lightning. There's a window, and for some reason outside, even though it looked clear and calm, you see a rainstorm and you hear lightning bolts as all this electricity is going around. As you walk into the room, on each side of the door are 2 like torches, which looks weird in a room full of all this electricity to have 2 torches here. There's also one of them little Spencer Gift plasma balls over to the side. Electricity going through it. Over on the right side is, you notice a table. This time the vial's sitting there, and it's glowing purple. Light purple. And that is all you see so far. And he's probably about 10-15 feet away from you. And you can tell the floor after a certain point. So about 5 feet, that's where all the stuff is. 5 feet of metal grate before you get to the gurney and the big metal rod that is pointing at Gillman.
Are the torches lit or are they out?
No, they're lit.
They are lit. Okay. Didn't really know where to start on this one because the fish gave me an indicator last time.
Well, we've gotten the inclination that the potion is kind of important for completing the room, right?
Right, but there's a way to trigger the potion in the room without having to drink it for help.
Is that necessarily true, or was that just a mechanic to make sure that we got the potion?
Well, I guess if we do it this time, it's the trend. So I guess who wants to drink the potion? It's purple. I'm kind of excited about the color purple.
I turn my head. I turn my head to you all as you all walk in, and I stick out my forked tongue.
So, are we just gonna make him drink all the potions, or are we gonna have different volunteers?
Well, if he drinks the potion and he's strapped to the table, how are we going to be able to use the mechanic to save him? So I just take the shot.
Okay, so you grab the potion and you take the potion.
Yeah.
You start to feel all tingly inside. Like You got a little current running through you. It feels like your hand. You look down at your hands and they start to go like green and brownish. You start to grow taller than you were before, and your bones are aching like they hurt with this rapid growth. You get 5 plot armor. You get a +2 to your brawn. You pick up electrical resistance and fist as an ability. Those are your 2 abilities. And you get 2 traits that have to deal with Frankenstein.
Oh.
Okay, so
Interesting.
I'm just gonna walk. Now that I'm, is everybody terrified that I'm a giant green thing now, or
Oh, wait, yeah,
are we
sorry.
cool?
You roll, as this transformation is happening, you roll a sanity roll. And because you,
Okay, so listen, do I get any like perks on this due to the fact that I have a background in psychology, and like I have worked with very traumatized people and have like been exposed to very traumatic things. So I have like a sturdiness towards this.
on your sanity roll,
Yeah.
yeah, let's deal with his first, real quick.
Okay.
Sorry, my sinuses were
sanity.
trying to destroy me.
That's all right.
What do I roll for sanity again?
So that would be your mind and your action.
Your mind and your action die.
That's right.
You,
I'm learning.
because you took it willingly and you went into it acceptingly, your threshold is actually only 1 on this. On your sanity.
Oh, you got that.
Yeah, I got that for sure.
You got 3.
Well, yeah, I think I ended up with 3 successes here because I got a 5 on my first roll and an 8 on the second roll.
Yes.
And
Okay, so
Yeah.
3
is that how
successes.
that works?
So that means you get
Yeah.
a narrative point too,
Ooh, fancy.
because you beat it by 2.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody else makes a sanity roll. The threshold is 3. Max, do you have a trait related to what you're talking about?
Hold on. Jazzy has the iPad for my character sheet is.
Oh, yeah, I might do that. We can bid abilities for this, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, because I can only get 3 anyway. So I have 2, and what I'll do is I'll bid a cultist to activate Thought Weaver, which is basically connecting concepts together that may be otherwise seemingly disconnected.
Okay, so and that you upgraded, so we give it a success?
Yeah, it's a +2.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then that'll add +2 to your successes. So
Yeah,
that gives
so
you a
it's
total of 5.
4.
A 4? Okay.
4. Yep.
So you pass, you don't take a flaw or anything. Jazzy, Hulker?
So I I rolled a 10 and a 2, and I'd like to bid one of my learning proficiencies to actually re-roll the other die.
Okay.
Cool.
That's a
Okay,
4. So
I do.
that's
Sorry.
yeah. So that's 3 successes and a 10.
Okay, so you get a
Also,
trait
do you
back.
mind explaining what you did to re-roll that?
I bid a proficiency. Or wait. Can you do that? It says
You're right. I didn't mean to trip you up. I was just saying because we're doing a one-off, it would probably be good to explain how you
Yeah.
reverse that mechanically so that people watching know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because you did it very quickly because you know the game, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
I know what you did, but if
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't
understand.
sure how you did that.
So I used a
Anyway, sorry.
proficiency to re-roll one of the dice.
Okay.
We have a set of proficiencies that we have for our characters, and they give us the ability to essentially do a mulligan when we feel like it would be really useful. And I feel like this time would be very useful to prevent myself from going insane any more than I already am, because I'm a half reptilian creature now.
Okay.
Right.
So you hit limbo. So that would mean you would get a flaw, and it needs to be electric based.
All right.
Okay. Max, did you have a trait for?
Yes, I have a grounding point, which is like when you're in when somebody's in PTSD therapy, you have to listen to very traumatic things and be able to decide when to pull them out and leave them in during the exposure therapy. So that would make me more resistant to trauma.
Is that a trait or is that an ability?
That's an ability.
It's an ability. So is it upgraded twice?
Yeah.
So that would add 2 successes to whatever you rolled.
Cool. That is 4 successes.
4 successes? Okay, so you passed, no
Yeah.
problems.
Okay.
Bill,
Yo.
we need a sanity roll. The threshold is 3 because you just watched Jazzy turn into a Frankenstein type monster.
Oh shit! Did you take the?
Like I
first-
literally got turned into a giant green monster in front of your face. So.
All right,
Yeah.
3. All right, so there's 2 there. I'm gonna drop a proficiency of learning, which is to say I'm getting the idea that people get turned into shit here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna reroll the d8. So I am at 3 successes, and I'm gonna bid my period of life, which is hardened, to activate Exodus. Basically, upon seeing Jazzy turn into a Frankenstein monster, I yelp and try to get out of the room, but like I get away, I'm so full of emotion that it drives out the loss of sanity. So I'm at 5 successes.
Okay, so which way, since you're trying to run out, are you trying to run to the door, or are you trying to run across to where Hulker's strapped down at the table? Because there's a window over there. Which way are you running?
That's where I go.
Towards the
Straight through
window?
the electricity. Yeah.
Okay, so as you're running towards the window, the minute you step onto the metal grating, an
Can
electrical
I use quick draw to grab him before he steps on the grate?
quick draw. Yes.
It's a reflex-based situation. It's like
Yeah. I was yeah. I'll lower the threshold, so it'll only be a threshold of 2.
okay. So
because he is
Action
manic.
die and what?
so I gotta. Wow. Okay.
You can use, I would say on this, you could use Brawn or Grace because he is running. So literally.
I just rolled 2 10s. Let's fucking go.
Okay. So as Bill starts to take off and is running towards
Name's
Butthole.
Butthole.
as Butthole takes off and starts running towards Gilman Elijah, you literally just, your hands seem bigger now. You literally just explain how you grab him as.
So Butthole, do you have on your stereotypical hoodie and gloves?
Okay.
So I'm just gonna snatch man's by his hood and pull him back.
No.
Do you
Because it was
resist?
the butthole.
Do you resist butthole?
Sorry. No.
Oh, so you're a willing butthole. Okay.
Well, we did relax it earlier by putting him in the shock treatment.
It's the name of kings.
um, as all this is going on, you hear a voice over the PA system. Well, you probably need to hurry up a little. And as this happens, you hear this little tiny crackle. And you see this little tiny bit of lightning spark out and hit Elijah.
Good shit.
It's only a little bit. There's no harm or anything, but it gives you a tingle.
Quick question. I'm gonna do my old table talk question here to the arbiter. Is it resistance? Like, so if I were to, hypothetically speaking, as the Frankenstein, if I were to step on the grate that's electrified, do I negate damage, or am I resisting damage and there's like I'm gonna take damage, but there's a penalty?
I'm going to say you're gonna have to do it and find out.
Well, for fuck's sake, y'all, I'm gonna have to just lift y'all across here and let's see what happens. I'm just gonna walk down. Well, I'm already one of you. Fuck it. I'm gonna throw Will across first. I'm gonna throw Butthole. I'm gonna throw Butthole first, and then I'm gonna be like, and just make sure it turns out like I'm gonna give people uppies and just to lift y'all across.
Okay. So are you throwing Butthole or are you carrying him across?
Well, I don't want to hurt the Butthole, so I'm gonna try to like place him across. I'm pretty tall, right? Like I could potentially just like place him on the other side.
Well,
right?
it is 5 feet worth of.
Oh, 5 feet wide. Okay.
Yeah, it's 5 feet wide. It's the whole room wide, but it's 5 feet deep before you get to. I mean,
so I have to literally carry people across, or do you think I could potentially throw people individually in a 5 foot gap?
You picked up some brawn, so that's.
That makes me a 7 brawn. I'm just saying, I'm out here cooking.
Yeah.
Or 6 brawn. Sorry, I can't math.
I'm gonna when I see him, getting ready to do that, I'm just gonna bid gymnast and
do your thing.
Do a jump.
Okay.
And then, while you're gracefully doing it, I'm gonna throw Butthole behind you, like just in slow motion.
Okay. Both of you give me rolls. Jazzy, yours will be an action die and the brawn. Andrea, yours will be an action die and grace. Jazzy, your threshold's gonna. Both of your guys' threshold will be 3.
Okay, so that's a D12. Sorry, I had an absolute fucking brain fart on what the +2 did to my dice. I was like, oh shit, what does that mean now?
Yeah, it raises the dice level.
Right.
Okay.
So I ended up with, that's 2 successes, or that one is, and then that one is that 3 or is that 2? Is it 10? If on my action die, if I roll a 10, is that 3 successes or is that 2?
No, it's 2. That's 2, but you get a trait back.
4. That's okay. I was wondering what the crit thing was.
Okay, you have 4. So you explain how you throw Butthole across this room.
So while he's terrified and kind of squirming, I'm gonna grab his belt on one hand and his hood on the other and watch what Andrea does and just try to imitate the ragdoll situation that Butthole is gonna be as I toss him across the gap.
All right.
So if I gotta spin him to do the cartwheel, give him kind of a, or if it's just a straight dive, just kind of send him straight forward. Sorry, I gotta turn that off. Okay.
You gotta fuck out.
Yeah, I gotta. Need me to participate?
Andrea, how did you do?
I did 3.
3, so that's limbo. Yeah. So as you are jumping across this area, you You think you're making it, but at the very last, you land just shy, and your heels touch the grate. And as they do, like at the same time your heels touch, a bolt comes down from the sky and shocks you for roll me a d4, Will. You're muted.
1.
For 1 damage. But you get that little jolt kind of pushes you forward a little bit and off of the metal grate.
Yeah, we're good.
And at this point, you hear and a bigger bolt comes down and hits Elijah. Again, it's more tingly than last time, but no damage is done.
So is there
You
a
hear me
chance
scream?
that Butthole collides with I'm gonna stop.
What is the butthole gonna collect?
Are you consenting to Butthole colliding with you?
Who?
I scream, "Butthole, get over here and save my cloaca!"
I'll catch him if I can. Fuck it, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. Andrea, Butthole might collide with you to save your life, is what I was trying to say. But my stutter fucked up, and then I got lost in the sauce. I was like, I don't know what I'm trying to say now.
If you want to spend a narrative, well, we don't have narrative points yet. Everybody, I'll give that. No, wait. You did get a narrative point, didn't you, for going 2 over on a roll?
Yes, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I do have one. I was like, I doubled up. I got that double crit. We're out here getting the sauce.
Yeah. So, okay. So, using the narrative point, you can throw Butthole into Andrea, and Andrea does not take the damage.
I mean, it's only 1 damage, I guess. It wasn't that important, but it is funny to think about the fact that you were doing something graceful, and then I just launched Butthole at you, and then y'all both fucking, and then fall onto the safe side. That's
Okay.
just in my mind.
You start to hear like the electricity building and building and building like you heard before, but it's getting louder and louder.
I pop up. What's in front of me?
You are on the other side. Basically, on this side of the room, all there is the gurney in front that he is strapped down to. You have the big metal rod. In the corner, there's a pitchfork, but he literally is just strapped like old school hospital leather straps around him.
I go grab that pitchfork.
Okay.
Dink. Run over to the bed. Does it look like the pitchfork can like attach like a lightning rod or something?
No.
Does it look like I can? I just hold it up.
You hold it up. So are you putting it in between? In between.
I bid nature, my nature, which is good. To attempt to channel the blast.
Okay, so as you do that, roll a Jazzy, roll a d4.
Hold on just a second. Ah, fuck. A 1.
A 1. Okay, so Butthole takes 2 damage.
Oh!
So
that time, okay.
It is discharged into the pitchfork, and as you're holding onto it, your grip tightens as the electricity is going through the pitchfork and going through you as well. The minute it gets done dissipating, you hear the buildup again. As the electricity is building.
I think I'm going to head over to try to rip him off this table. Because I don't know what else to do here. Like, you said it's like leather straps, like the old-timey, like... you know,
Yeah,
scary
it's just like an
style
old
movies.
gurney strapped down.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
fuck
start
it.
undoing
Yeah.
the straps.
Does it look
And I'm
like
gonna
this?
rush over there trying to help.
Does it look like the pitchfork can be thrown into whatever this is collecting? The Jacob's ladder or anything?
It is so. It is a wide structure. It looks like coils going back with a metal
Yep.
rod out of it.
Right.
You can try to throw it into it. You don't know if it would do any good though.
Anything.
Hmm.
Right. All right.
Any good though.
I will throw. Or no, I will bid my motto, which is go for it. As I attempt to stab this fork in, or if not, throw it into
Okay.
the Jacob's ladder.
Okay. So that will be.
Ha!
Give me your grace and an aspect die. Right. Grace. That would be grace, right?
Yep.
It'll be.
And your action. Yep.
Yeah. It'll be a threshold of 4.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll violence. I'm gonna. So I got 1 success. I'll bid the fork itself. What kind of die does it have?
Pitchfork's medium, so isn't that 1d4 plus 1?
Oh, that'd be the damage.
Oh,
Does it have any traits?
It'll have 1 trait on it, so we'll make it a d6.
So it's a d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a sturdy pitchfork.
Okay. I will drop another learning, just because I'm slowly figuring out the mechanics of this room. All right, so there's 1, 2. There's no way I'm gonna get all these. 1 more. Hey, 3, 4, and I get flare. So I'm at limbo as I launch this thing.
Okay, so you launch the pitchfork at the metal dowsing rod, basically.
Yep.
You do hit it. It does shift it, but it's still not in the clear of the table itself. So it was pointed at Hulker's head.
I see.
And so now it is shifted, and so it's still pointed at the table, but not at Elijah.
Oh shit! We need to turn it.
Andrea, what were you doing?
I was working on the straps.
Okay. And Jazzy said he was aiding in that?
Yes. And rather than throwing everyone across, I was thinking let's leave. Yeah, I'm helping. I'm going across. I'm going to leave you there on the other side.
Okay. So the minute you step onto the metal grating, lightning bolt hits you. Doesn't feel anything like what it felt like when you transformed. So it's not causing you any problem whatsoever.
Just brush off with giant thunder.
Yeah. So, Andrea, roll me an aspect die and a, let me see here, action die, and to undo, what would you do to undo?
Probably wits.
Wits. Okay.
Figure
This
out
will
how this thing
be
actually
3
works. I think
successes.
that-
And you have Jazzy helping you. Are you giving Andrea?
I'm going to use Brawn. I'm going to rip that shit off.
Okay. So
Essentially, I'm just going to allow her time to figure out how it works. And if she can't get it easily, I'm just going to fucking rip it off.
okay, as this is going on, it's been building up. A bolt.
I'm gonna spend cunning.
Okay.
That's rude.
I drop cunning. As does it look like there's any kind of lever or turning mechanism on this thing? Like over at the table, is there a bar or something that can move the table?
Yes. If you look down at the bottom of the table, there is a little tiny lever that it looks like underneath the gears. It looks
Like a
like
little
you would,
winch?
like, kind of like you would lower and
Uh-huh.
like that sort of thing. That
Like
would
a
lower or elevate. Yeah, on a
Yeah.
beauty chair.
Yeah. I'm going to bid. Sorry. I'm going to bid nervous, which is my swagger.
Okay.
To scamper over with my T-Rex arms up as I sashay up to the table and say, "There's a winch!"
Okay.
Looking directly at Andrea. "There's a winch!" And I start wicket,
Well,
winching the table.
As you
So in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and do my strength check since she's gonna help him.
is she?
I got
I mean,
4 successes.
are you? Oh fuck!
Oh.
You figured it out. You don't
Okay.
need me. What am I
So-
here for?
As you since Will spent cunning, his action goes first. As you go over and you spin nervous to like hit the winch thing, you remember that hairdressers, you just push it down and it lowers. You have to winch it up, and so you hit it, and the whole
Yes.
thing just falls about 4 inches. While Andrea's there trying to mess with the clasps, it just falls down about 4 inches. And as the table drops, you hear the discharge, as it shoots over the top of the table because you had lowered it down, and the electricity misses it. But it still starts building back up.
I'm wincing the whole time.
Andrea, you got 4 successes. So you undo these latches, these straps on him, and he's now free.
Ooh.
I get up
Oh.
and I say, "Thank you so much." And I
Uh,
flick my tongue.
the minute he steps off the gurney, all the electricity in the room dies. So all you see now are the 2 lit torches on the other side of the door, and the lightning and storm coming from the window behind you. That's all the light that's left in the room. And the door opens.
Well, out of here, and I just start like lumbering towards the door.
You know, they invited me, so I'm gonna have to incline with them.
Okay. As everybody gets out of the room, the voice comes over the PA again. Well, that one took you longer than you were supposed to. Looks like 2 down, 3 more rooms to go. Choose wisely.
I'll be the sacrifice this time.
Yay!
What door do you want? Or, oh, excuse me. What door?
Is that how you talk now? You don't just talk
fucking,
normally?
I'm fucking Frankenstein. What do you mean?
What?
I like that he can actually talk normally, but he just chooses to talk as Frankenstein.
Let's see what's behind door number 1.
Let's see here. Oh, you just technically, you technically just went into one.
Okay,
So you want one on the right side.
And the first one we did was 3, so I guess 2. Let's do 2.
Okay. So,
DreadLore redeems, don't slouch.
I never.
Okay.
Hey, I got a question.
Listen, I have scoliosis.
How about that?
Cherokee
I gotta-
Sue
I gotta-
redeems, hydrate.
Go fuck yourself, bitch.
I got a question. Hey. So the first room was all full of water, right? A giant pool of water, everything. The second room It's just a bunch of electricity going
I
everywhere.
think I know where you're going with this.
What if we, after we left, assuming we get out of this alive, what if we like tell whoever's got their insurance about how many hazards are in this house, right? So maybe they can like come down on them and like cancel their policies or something.
Dude, I'm gonna stop you right there. They don't have insurance.
Also, waiver time. No
Yeah.
legal.
You get
Did
a
you sound like
you get a pip for that because yes, you signed a waiver before you came in here.
son of a bitch?
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure insurance doesn't cover, someone being transmorgified into a fish. Just, or a fish man, I'm just saying. I feel like this is kind of outside the bounds of normal, situations. So let's just,
I don't know. I
roll
kind of
with
like it. I'm being honest.
Hey, man, whatever floats your boat. We all have our different things we enjoy, and I'm glad that, you are embracing this new change for you.
So anyway,
Okay.
what are we doing now?
So,
'Cause clearly, we're not super close to getting out, and that's what I want to do.
door 2 opens a little for Andrea.
Woo, let's do it.
Okay.
Save me or don't. It's fine.
Andrea goes into the room and the door shuts. After a few minutes, the door just opens a little bit for you to go in.
All right, let's fucking do it.
I peek in.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up Butthole since he's not here. I'm gonna pick up Butthole and carry him in.
Okay. So as you go in, this room looks like a courtyard. Over to your right, this looks like an old medieval, not medieval, but like an old town courtyard. Over to the right is some stockades that are empty. Over to the left, you see a few barrels sitting out. You see like what looks like kind of front porches with doors. At the end of the room, you see a Salem-style witch pyre.
Yay.
And you see Andrea tied up on the witch pyre. And on the little facades, the front facade area, you see crows sitting on all the buildings and stuff around the front of the area. And like I said, you had the barrel. There looks to be stuff over that way. And then you have the stockades and there's stuff over that way. As you're standing there looking in on this, you see below Andrea at the bottom of the wood an orange glow start.
As I see them starting to come in, it's like, hey, Dr. Drizz, am I allowed to like try and escape myself?
You cannot get out of those bonds.
So that sounds like a challenge to me. I'm just asking if I'm allowed to try.
Your better bet would be to help your compatriots free you.
I mean, fair, I guess.
Let's go to the barrel.
Okay, so you head over to look at the barrel. On the barrel is sitting a Bible. Oh, I'm sorry. The vial for in here is It is over on the stockade, and it is glowing red.
A red vial.
Yeah, the red vial is over on the stockade, and it is. Oh yeah, I was about to say.
I'm
It's
gonna
glowing
throw
red.
a butthole over my shoulder and just give like Max like a reassuring shove like you would to a kid scared going in line at a roller coaster.
Uh,
I'm gonna drink it.
oh, you're gonna pick up the red vial?
Yep.
Okay. So you pick up the red vial and you drink it down.
Okay.
Every time I come in, you
Yeah.
guys are drinking the vial.
So
I was carrying you. I was gonna make you do it, but you weren't back yet, so I pushed Max forward to do it.
yeah.
Butthole
So-
takes a suppository.
Hey.
Maybe
So you start
you don't
to
want a
feel.
red butthole though, so it just seems like a bad call.
Yeah, that would be gross.
Sorry.
It's butthole. It's the
But
name of the case.
So you start to feel a fire in your belly. And that fire
Okay.
starts to creep up through your belly and out to your limbs. Your hands also start to grow claws. And your skin starts to turn like a reddish shade with like black streaks throughout it.
Okay.
And your hair kind of singes a little bit, more so where it's meeting your scalp, like the little singes. And you pick up, again, 5 plot armor. You get 2 to your wits.
Okay.
Your abilities, you get fire resistant and claws.
Okay.
And you get to pick up 2 traits that have to deal with the devil.
Meet the grumpiest gentleman. Are you gonna give me kisses or are you gonna bite my nose?
This would be hilarious to make him a character in this. Like if he growls at you, that is some kind of disadvantage. But if he lays in your lap, it's some kind of advantage.
No.
Yeah, I think probably the easiest way to do this one is just to have you come over here with those pointy, things on your hands and cut my bonds, please.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna walk over and try
Okay.
to slice their bonds.
As you walk in front of the houses, so there's like 2 house fronts looking. It is about 12 feet total.
Like 2 facades.
Yeah, 2 facades on each side. So 4 houses. So it's about 12 feet total. The minute you step into the front of the first house, the crow that is on that side opens up its mouth, caws, and fire erupts from the ground.
Jesus Christ.
Would that be
You
resistant to that?
you feel like home. You're like, "Ooh, this is cozy." You're like it was chilly in here. Now I'm feeling better.
I love how that's so like opposite from me as a person because anything over like 80 degrees and I am at risk for literally passing out.
So there's 4 facades of houses.
Yes.
On the right one, there's a crow breathing fire onto Max.
No. There
Coming
are
from the ground.
the fire come up from the ground, but there
Oh.
are 4 facades, 2 on each side, and there are lots of crows on the facades. So there's multiple of
You're
them.
like the alarm system from what I can gather. I mean,
I
I'm
see.
sorry. Crow does alarm. Make fire from ground.
And then beyond that is what?
Beyond that is a witch's pyre that
Oh.
Andrea is tied up to, and the fire has started in the bottom barely. You can see the orange flickers.
And you say that there's a house front, 2 on each side, so there's 4
Yes.
total.
And on the right is a stockade. That was where the vial was that Max drank. And on the left was some barrels and a family Bible. And Hulker, or Elijah was going over to look at it.
I pick
You
up the
said look
Bible.
at it or
and I
look
open
at it?
Yeah, look at it.
I pick up the Bible, and I mean I can't resist, but I stick it up near my forked tongue, and I see if I smell anything interesting.
As you pick up the Bible, you hear a click, but
Chink.
nothing happens.
I'm gonna walk
That
over.
sounds like something that's sequential.
I'm gonna walk over to the barrels. How many are there?
3 barrels.
I'm gonna investigate the barrels. Is there any way to look inside of them?
No, they are all like just sealed barrels. The one that Hulker picked the Bible up on, do you bid anything?
Yeah, I'll bid. Book you. No, I'll bid. Fuck.
What are you trying to do? Because I can bid my claws to smash it apart.
You're too
Well,
far
you're
away to
on your
left,
way though.
remember?
Oh
I bid.
goddamn!
I bid.
Wait, I'm huge. Can I smash it?
Vagabond.
Oh, you
One
bid
smash?
Vagabond to look at. So
I bid vagabond. I have seen many a drinking vessel.
Yeah, drinking
Okay.
vessel.
Bidding Vagabond, you look at this, you see where Hulker has lifted the Bible up, and you can see that there was a hole in the barrel with a pipe coming out. And if you were to look at the Bible, you could see a hole in the back of the Bible.
There's a hole in that Bible. What's in it?
But maybe.
It's a
I will
plot.
attempt
it's
to
a
open
plot
the book.
hole. It's missing a lot of reason.
I'm sorry. Weren't you using your monster voice?
No reason. Silly book. Reader
Uh,
can make time.
you-
shit.
As you open the Bible, it becomes more apparent. There's a whole bunch of holes drilled into the pages. And as you get farther through the book, you notice that it singles down to a single hole.
This book's holy.
And you get a pip for that, Elker.
I'll look at the tube. I'll smell. Is there any smell from the barrel?
There is a chemical smell. You don't know what it is, but there is a chemical smell.
Hey, Hulk.
Elijah.
You want to see? No, Jazzy. Do you want to see? Yeah, you're Frankenstein's monster. You want to see if this is flammable?
It's gonna burp towards the pipe.
Excuse me. I'm the flammable one.
I have a lighter in my what do you call that? Like your gear, your
Ninja gear.
my ninja.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have a lighter in my ninja gear because my name is literally Jazzy Cabbage. What the fuck? Why would I not have a lighter? I look like I would have a lighter. If you're gonna go to a stranger, who the fuck do you think is gonna have a lighter?
So do you try to light it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna burp and light.
No. It doesn't do anything.
No fun.
Do you do anything else?
Just try to light only the pipe, not my burp.
I try to push over the barrel, and then roll it towards the pyre.
As you push over the barrel, you're talking about the one in the middle with the hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible came off of, right?
You push it, you hear noises inside of it, and as you push it, it gets about partway and stops, like there's something there.
Blocking it.
Yep.
Give me that book.
There you go.
As I put the book back on the thing, the pipe.
Okay. What are you, or That it just sits back in. Nothing happens.
Can I open the pages with it on the pipe?
Mhm.
Does it?
Still
Same
nothing
difference?
happens.
Huh. All right. Well, I'll lift the book. Is the fire still going with Max walking through it?
Well, Max, where do you? Because you stepped into the area and it erupted in flame, but you were fine. What are you doing?
I'm standing there waiting for more instruction.
Why not throw? Is strong? Can do throw?
He
Can you
became
throw?
Crowbear.
I did. I was like, wait a minute. We've done this before.
Now this one's 12 feet.
So it's not okay. I just wanted to clarify again.
Yeah. As you
Max,
are,
go loosen the bonds.
the fire is getting to the point where you can actually see it coming out from under the wood, under the stage that Andrea's standing on.
Hot fingers grab from underneath your feet.
Go loosen her bonds.
I'm gonna go walk through and loosen her bonds.
Okay. Every so often, when you step in the line of sight of one of the crows, it caws and fire erupts from beneath you. Again, you're purposely, I would say, trying to hit them so that way you can feel the
Drizzle?
warmth. Yep.
I'll go to the aisle and hold up the Bible. I'm gonna open it and see if I can see through the holes.
Okay.
If there's like a path or something that it leads me through
I'm gonna pick him
around the
up
fire.
and hold him up.
What are
so he
you
has
What are you doing?
Okay.
Helping.
I'll bid Batol McGee, name of kings.
Oh, you're bidding your actual name?
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
he's a royal, so he would know some shit about the Bible, right?
I think in bidding your name, I should make the threshold higher on this one. No.
Then instead, I bid evangelist because I know a little bit about the good book,
Okay.
and it's the path of right. The penitent man shall pass.
Right. Okay. In doing so, are you doing where are you opening the book at? Like what section of the book?
My idea is that the holes in the Bible, I look through the main hole.
Oh, from the
And
back.
And I'm hoping that it looks like almost like a
Based on the fact that the arbiter
decoder.
doesn't understand your prompt, I don't think that's the answer.
So hold on.
Well,
I'm
no.
gonna go throw up the ready symbol. I think you're trying to line up the crows, right? So you can stop them from calling, so there's less fire. Is that using the Bible as the guide?
No.
Can I
What
see
I'm
the
what I'm
path so they don't get-
what I'm doing
so
is
you can see the path is what I meant. Sorry, go ahead. What I was trying to say was you're using the holes to map the path.
right.
Okay. I don't know how to tell you how you're close, but doing
That's
all right.
wrong.
I think that's pretty good. I like that. I would actually, if I were to go in for a performance report, I would love it if my boss was like, "You're close, but you're doing it wrong."
Is it because I'm looking at the path? I'll see if the crows match up any of the
No.
holes.
I'm trying.
This
to...
is the problem with puzzles.
Well,
they're close enough. They're close enough. I can see them, right?
Yeah. Well, you're only about 15, 16 feet away.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll yell out. Look at the passage that says, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live."
I don't think that's in the Bible. But I go to glossary and look for witch.
All right, so I'm going. Maybe this voice comes across the PA. Maybe you're not supposed to look through the whole thing.
As I'll flip open the book and whip the various pages trying out. Does anything line up?
If you look through the cover,
Okay, I look through the cover.
it does.
Is that where the holes are?
Yeah, that's the end holes, because you
Yeah.
had just like one hole, but looking through the cover, you can see it looks like it may line up.
Let's go! As I run through the path.
Okay. What are you bidding to do that?
I bid 2 thin, which is my physicality.
Accurate.
To be like, ha! Fire swamp, fire swamp, fire swamp. And
Okay.
not get,
So you make it through.
aha!
On the other side, you notice that the flames are to the point where they're licking the bottom of the platform that she's standing on.
I turn. Max! What the hell? Get up there! Max is like on the phone.
Like
Hello?
trying to tap with claws, like making that irritating like nails on keyboard sound, you know?
Ah! Stop that! Oh, God.
Yeah, I climb up there too.
Okay. As you get behind Andrea, you notice that she's tied up, but she's tied up really tight, and she's tied to the pole.
Can I still burn the restraints
You
with, myself?
you do not have make firepower, but you do have claws.
Can I use the claw to try to slice the restraints open?
Yes. What do you bid?
Claws, my ability.
Okay. Give me a throwdown. The threshold is only 2 on this.
Repeat the threshold you cut out on us on our
2
end.
successes.
Huh?
Can you repeat the threshold
2.
you cut out on our end? Thank
Oh,
you.
2.
Okay, I got 3 successes.
Okay. So you cut Andrea free. You see the crows all just kind of bow their heads. And the
Wonderful.
door opens.
I'm just gonna start calling, trying to lure a bird to me.
They don't move.
Fuck. And I just leave.
As you guys exit, I think this may be a good time to go ahead and take a break. What do you guys
Oh
think?
god, I gotta pee.
Take a break.
This is a great time to take a break.
Okay,
Break.
let me see if this works, because I think in switching them is what's not working. So I'll do the quick outro. Thank you, everybody, for listening for the first part of DREADIES and DreadLore, and tonight we're playing Dr. Drizz's Death Escape. I'm the Arbiter tonight, Drizzle. We have Hulker, Andrea, Bill, Jazzy, and Max playing. The music you are about to hear, hopefully if this works, will be from either all lowercase letters or Mr. Interrupt. We'd like to thank our Patreon people. That's Nostalgic, Natalia Cline, Tim Roberts, and Daniel Hulker. If you want to join, go to dreadlore.com/Patreon and help, or I said that backwards. It's patreon.com/dreadlore and help keep all this stuff going. Thanks to Couchfire Media for the media production. They're the ones who showed me how to do what I'm doing here in his absence. And thanks to Replay Productions for whatever they do. And let's see if this will work real quick, and I can take us to break.